I'm Larry Harvey, the president of the Burning Man Project. I'm still very active in producing the event in the desert. How do I describe to people who haven't experienced it? Oh, I don't know. You know what I do? It just depends on the person. I just talk to them and find out about them and their life and what they care about, and then I translate it into terms that, since I do think it has universal significance, I just translate it into terms that make sense to them. I don't like canned explanations, and I don't ever want to do a TED Talk. Many people come for the art and they stay for the community, which is how I feel, really. I hover over the art, and that's my particular baby. But the art market is largely about, commodity transactions and the kind of art you see at Burning Man, some of it done by armies of people collaborating together. But that reduces its marketplace value, because you want the single name, the brand, whoever that artist is, to give it its value. If you say it was done by a bunch of people, we only know who half of them were, then it loses provenance. There's always a place for the perfect object. There's always a place for art as something to be just contemplated. I think the economics of the art world have grossly distorted art and made it much less relevant to people in their lives. We actually changed the face of festival culture as far as that goes, because they're all doing art now and they learn it from us. And it's created a new market for art that's within the expanded Burning Man community too. And we're famous for funding people who have no background or no credentials or haven't been officially sanctioned by anybody. And we're a nursery for art, and we have an enormous tolerance for amateur efforts. And we're making it more possible for artists to sell their art in such a way that they can live off of it, and that's a terribly hard thing to do. That's like trying to become a movie star. We were a private enterprise, and so we devoted that to interactive art, and much of it coming from the event or inspired by it out in the world. But now that it's all one nonprofit, we don't have to make this artificial distinction between the event and art out there. It's all one thing. So that's going to allow us to do all sorts of things, canalize flows of art between immersive events that are springing up globally, but also to find opportunities for artists to make their way in the world. And we have a profoundly democratic instinct about these things. And so I think we'll create opportunities that we have already, and we'll go on to create opportunities for artists, so that anybody who's going to take art as a vocation has to endure enough. Artists deserve to make a living. I want to do something that no one's ever done. I want to create a sacred space where people just behave that way when they enter it, that's surrounded by the most profane things you can imagine, and see if we can make them coincide and what comes of that. I mean, I'm just intrigued to see. I don't know if we can bring it off, but I think we can.